Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pensive Bouts. As always, I'm your host, Jack B. WIESE. So, in the last episode, I made a little mistake. I said it was 1.005. The last episode was 1.004. This one is 0.005. And it is currently 3:30 in the morning, Saturday. Usually, I try to upload every Friday. It ends up being every other Friday right now, but hopefully soon I'll get every Friday. But the reason why I'm even recording this at 3:30 in the morning is because I was having some nocturnal pensive bouts, and I wanted to record this message while it was fresh in my mind, and hopefully I am somewhat intelligible in my somewhat fatigued state. But the message I wish to impart today is your mind is amazing, and that the greatest tool you will ever need, you already possess. What I mean by that is the human mind is amazing, and I think we often forget that. We often forget that. Often forget or just don't know the power of the mind. We don't consider the power of the mind. And really, your mind is a sponge. Your mind is an it's a sponge. It's a tool if you wish it to be a tool. It can also be a double-edged sword, because it can inflict harmful things. It's really how you control it and what you choose to expose yourself to, what external stimuli, because ultimately that's going to have an effect on how your mind behaves, the proclivities of your mind. But the mind, everything passes through the mind, whether it's through perception, because you perceive the world through your mind. Yes. So if you can control that wholly, then you can be in command of your feelings. You can be in command of your desires, be in command of how you feel, what you think, etc., etc. And it can really make you see that everything is possible and everything is doable, and many other things, of course. But then again, it can also be potentially negative. But that's just the message I wish to impart, that your mind is amazing and that you can modulate it to fit your needs and to fit your goals, and as cliche as it sounds, make you believe in yourself and what it is you do, and it can help you really discover yourself and whatnot. And sorry, my cat was making a little bit of noise. But really, the human mind is an amazing thing, and you would be very surprised what a little bit of controlled stimuli and mental fortitude can go, how far it can go for your mind. You can really change your life, and not maybe outwardly, but inwardly it will change your life. You're not gonna, just because you have modulated your mind, you're not gonna start receiving riches or something like that per se, but there'll be internal riches, and you won't feel certain ways as often as you maybe have had before. And of course, it depends on how you go about doing that. I'm not qualified to give you some sort of retinue to follow, some sort of exercises, but I will say, I just wish to impart this, that please do consider the potentialities of the mind and the potentialities that may arise by shifting your perspective and learning how exterior stimuli affect your mind, and how you can really kind of control your mind and control perceptions in a way, and really modulate that to kind of give yourself more benefits, I suppose, or just if you want to feel certain ways less, or things such as that, it can really maybe help you there. But because I think that's something we often neglect to consider, is how powerful our minds are and how amazing they are, and whether it's through the acquisition of information or, consideration of new possibilities or things such as that. The human mind is amazing. Um, I hope this has been somewhat intelligible. I will cut it there because it is a rather brief message, and I feel like these episodes get shorter every time, but can't beat a dead horse. But in short, your mind is amazing. You can already do everything you um, you don't need any. Of course, there may be certain things you think you need, but I promise you, the greatest tool you need, you already have. It's You just need to sharpen the iron sometimes, or let the sponge absorb a certain type of liquid. Because put the stimuli in front of your mind, put the stimuli in front of yourself on a repeated basis, and I promise you, the results will start to come in. Because controlled stimuli and sustained stimuli are so powerful. And if you can control that, and then also at the same time control your mind, you will have whole control. Because it's uh, I study psychology for a little bit, but I should be using more technical terms, but it's almost like there's an inert mind, an innate mind, sorry, like subconscious, I guess, and then the active mind. And the subconscious is kind of more the spontaneous yearnings that we don't really have as much control over. If you can get control of that part and the active mind, then you can be in total control and you will be unstoppable. Everything will change. Maybe not outwardly as much, but inwardly, I think you will be surprised. Because as I already said, the human mind is an amazing tool, and you don't have to look outward as much as you think, when it comes to desire for change. You can create that inwardly as well. So that's been today's episode, rather brief. Hopefully I was intelligible enough to impart the message. And again, thank you for listening. This has been Jack B. Wiese with Pensive Bouts. And Pensive Bouts exists to incite curiosity and inspire creativity. So go create something today, and I'll see you in the next episode.